how to sheet or print your drawing. Here we have an example of a floor plan. Here we have floor plan, electrical and plumbing, roofing, sectional, and sectional drainage. There's a list of drawings that you already have. Now this is how you turn one of these drawings into a sheet or a print. Notice these drawings have around them something like a border or a paper, which is normally called a title block. There's a sample title block uploaded to the class which you're going to use. Using that title block, you should be able to print your own drawing. Here's our sample. So with this title block now, you could just copy one of these and add it to your drawing. So to copy, you could copy COPYB, that will give you copy base. And once you choose copy base and click on a point, enter, it makes a copy of this block. That now you can now bring your drawing over, or bring yourself over to your drawing where you can paste the block. So this time Control V and the block will be pasted. So note the block here is much smaller than the object, than the drawings that I have. So all I have to do is select this, type scale, spell that properly, type scale and press enter. Click on a point and move your mouse outwards. You notice that the drawing now becomes way larger. But what we try to do to control that movement is to enter a factor. So this time I'm going to enter a factor of 50, and that will be too big, so let me undo that and try again. So I'm going to scale this by typing SCALE, enter, choose a point, and this time I'm going to use 6 or this time, and there we go. So once you have gotten the block to be a size that fits over your drawing, because if you notice, if I take this by selecting M and enter, that's for move, and I can turn off my ortho and I can move this now to see if it will fit over the drawings that I currently have. Once they can fit, your template is ready to be used. Just like what you see we have here, place the template that we have uploaded to the group over your drawing, and once those are selected, we are ready to move to the next stage, which is now to try and save one of these sheets as a PDF. Select the AutoCAD icon at the top, the left corner, and go down to the print icon. It opens up a new tab, which is now you're going to choose plot for the scenario, and that will bring up some options which we're going to modify for our drawing. You want to choose AutoCAD high quality or even AutoCAD PDF general documentation. It's up to you, but for my preferences, I prefer to use the AutoCAD PDF high quality, so I'm going to select that for now. Then you choose your paper size. There are many paper sizes here. I'm trying to print on tabloid size paper, which is 17 by 11, and notice there is 17 by 11 and also 11 by 17. 17 by 11 suggests that it is set at a landscape orientation, and 11 by 17 is a portrait orientation. I want landscape. Currently, if you see the icon, it looks portrait. If I choose 17 by 11, notice it switches to a wider screen or a wider range. This is a little preview box that you can watch to see how your drawing is coming so far. So we have chosen our file type, which is PDF high quality, chosen our size, which is 17 by 11. Let us also choose our window. Now it says window, and a drop down arrow also that says display. If it was set to display, then every single thing that's on your drawing, or everything that is currently being shown on your screen, is going to print. Everything except for the menu, for this menu bar that we're looking at. So every drawing that is behind this would print, and that's not what you want. So you want to ensure that you click on the arrow and go down to window And what that does now will give you the option of choosing something out of this drawing that you want to print. And so let us click on the window button, and it brings you straight to your screen. We want to do our floor plan, so I'm going to go over the floor plan and click at any opposite corner and go diagonally across. And once I get to the other side, once I'm clear of the drawing, I click again, and what that does is select this section of my drawing, just my floor plan. And so when I print now, only my floor plan will appear. So far we have chosen our file type, paper size. We've chosen what we want to come out on the paper, whether it's going to be the entire screen or just one piece, which would be the window option. It also says fit to paper. If I uncheck, sometimes what that does is allow the drawing to go outside of the paper, and when you print, you'll always find that you have a piece of your drawing or a part of your floor plan. So in this case, I'm going to pick fit to paper size, and what that does is rearrange or rescale my drawing. It might make it smaller to fit to the drawing. See, my drawing cannot fit on an 11 by 17 paper, and I click fit to scale. What that does is make my drawing smaller. Or if I uncheck this box but it won't fit, what I have to do is go back to my paper size and search for a larger paper size that will now fit the drawing. But because I want to make sure that my paper comes out only on 17 by 11 or larger, then I'm going to allow it to say fit to paper. That makes sure my drawing does not come outside of the parameters of the paper. There's also another box that you should check, which is center to plot. Without center to plot, you might find that your drawing drifts too much to one side. So by selecting center to plot, you have a drawing that is horizontally centered and vertically centered. And that's most of it thus far. The last option is to choose whether you want to print your drawing in color or a specific range of colors. For this case, and what you are also going to do is choose monochrome. And what monochrome does is turn all drawing layers to black and the black background to white. So if you notice, my drawing here has a black background and colored lines. By choosing monochrome, I can go to the preview tab and show you what that looks like. As the preview generates and it comes up, notice now that this is now designed for a white paper. All the lines that were previously colored are now single clear black lines. And even the shading, the hatching, everything comes out as a clear black and white paper. And you notice my window now fits perfectly on the paper. Alright, and so once you're done with your preview, here's a little X over here that you can choose to go back to where you were. Once you click the X, it brings you back to your diagonal box, and you can now double check to see if there's anything that you want to change. If, for example, your paper was not fitting, then you could change the paper size or to change some other setting. So far everything seems fine. How do you want to view? Right now I have it as legacy wireframe. If you want to change it to a different view like conceptual or realistic, then you could print your drawing in realistic or shaded. But let's just leave it as legacy wireframe for now, or wireframe, and then we can click OK. What that will do now is ask you, where do you want to save your drawing? So I'm going to save this to my desktop, and I'll keep the name, which is floor 4 model. You name it. In this case, you use your first and last name as well as the name of the drawing. So for example, it could be John Doe floor plan or John Doe foundation plan. So once you have that selected, click save. Allow it some time to render and to save the document. And sometimes it opens automatically for you. If not, just go to your desktop and look for that PDF file that you have just created. Choose it or open it, and then you'll get to see what your drawing now looks like as a PDF. That now you could easily print on your or easily send to your printer for printing. There, as I said before, there's still the option of creating a print that is colored. So if I were to go back to that option and print once more, I may need to reselect my window just to ensure that my window is where I want it to be. Just go over and let's see, my quality is the same. I need to go back and change my paper size. There we go. And fit to paper, center plot, legacy, monochrome. I'm going to change monochrome to let's see, AIA color. Yes, and let us preview that. See, here we have a difference. Our drawing now comes out in the actual color that your layers were set to. And now you can close out to that and save it by clicking OK, choosing your location and modifying the name. So now we have both versions, a colored or a black and white version. Alright, so go ahead, sheet and save your drawings. And ensure that you double check your settings carefully before you go ahead and print.